Hey, it's Frank here with 4D Honeybee, and I'm about to do an inspection on my hive number 1 here. Now this hive was the first nuke that I installed this year, and it's looking pretty decent. There's a decent amount of activity. I added a second brood box to it 5 days ago, and it was pretty full at that mark. At that mark I found that the five days ago, which was about 3.5 weeks since the first install. No, it was 4.5 weeks since the first install. At the 4.5 week mark, this hive the single box was pretty full, and it had produced one supersedure cell. So I took that cell out, I gave it to a split, and actually that cell formed the new queen in that split. So there you go. Its genes are being spread. Hopefully they're good genes. So I put an empty frame in there, and I added the second brood box full of empty frames, I think, so that this queen has a lot of room to lay. So I'm going to do a quick inspection, hoping to see a lot of bees in that upper box starting to fill it out, and hoping to see how they're doing down below. And thanks for joining me at 4D Honeybee. Okay, so hopefully the cameras have been working. I've been really having some camera issues this year. GoPro is great, but it seems to turn itself off and on whenever the heck it feels like it. It doesn't give me any warnings, so half the time I don't know whether it's running or not. And you all know I've been whining about my main camera up there because the screen is busted. So yesterday I filmed this hive and it was fantastic. It was like the almost perfect inspection, and the camera wasn't running the whole time. So hopefully it's running now. Okay, let's concentrate here. Looking for the queen on the lid. Do not see her. Decent number of bees up here. I found the queen right up here yesterday, so I expect to find her again. Okay, this might be a frame that the queen is on, but I believe she was on the next one over last time. Now this side is nice because it's a good side for laying. Let's see if I can see some eggs in here. Okay, so I'm going to keep this one in here. Looking for the queen on here. Okay, I don't see her on here, and this is a pretty good frame because it's got honey. I'm going to have a look here. Honey, pollen, and no queen. Okay, so let's just wait. I'm going to take a look at one more frame. I'd really like to find the queen before I shake any more bees into that hive. So far no smoke and it's been okay. These bees are amazing. But this hive will start to roar soon, no doubt. So these two frames go back in because they're in pretty good shape. And they're going to be really easy for the queen to build out. See that? They're already practically built out. Lighter frame. It's the perfect frame for laying. It's got the honey all around it, and then a big open space in the middle, and you can see there's the queen. Beautiful. Beautiful queen right there. See her? Near the bottom. What a beautiful queen. Okay, you know what? The GoPro is not agreeing, so Where'd she go? Oh, there she is, right at the top of the frame now. See her right there? Now it's at the bottom of the frame, walking towards my left, right by the wood. Beautiful queen. I'm going to get her back in. Don't want to distress her too much. Rocking right towards my right finger there. Now down towards the bottom of the frame. Okay, I'm going to put her in. That was a perfect frame for her to be on, because it was... had great resources around the sides and just open for her in the middle, and she was laying eggs. So that's all I wanted. I wanted to find the queen, and now I have. So I'm going to put this hive back together, and I'm going to ask you for some help. I want to name these hives. Don't want to distress her too much. Rocking right towards my right finger there. Now down towards the bottom of the frame. Okay, I'm going to put her in. That was a perfect frame for her to be on, because it was... had great resources around the sides and just open for her in the middle, and she was laying eggs. So that's all I wanted. I wanted to find the queen, and now I have. So I'm going to put this hive back together, and I'm going to ask you for some help. I want to name these hives. Names have sort of come naturally or accidentally for me. So I'm going to give you a couple of characteristics of the hives, and I'd love for you guys to give me some names. And then I'll choose one, and maybe I'll send a little gift to someone if I can find something. I'm sure I got something kicking around that would be of use. So this hive, the queen flew away. As soon as I installed the hive, as soon as I installed the nuke, she flew right away off the bottom frame as I was transferring her to the box. Now I think they remade a queen, and that queen is in there and just laying like crazy. She's doing amazing. So what do we call this hive? The flyaway hive, the new queen hive, the I don't know what. But let me know what you think. They're doing really well. I added a second super to it at just after week number 4, and they show no signs of slowing down. So give me a name for this hive, and then as I work toward the next hives are kind of messed up because it's just one hive that seems to be requeening or wanting to requeen, and then I've got 2 splits on the go right now. So we'll name those later, but for now, if you can give me a name for this hive, I'd really appreciate it. So I don't know, maybe I'm getting better at finding the queen. I seem to be spotting her almost every time now. So that's it for this inspection. It was a quickie because it was just really part 2, and hopefully I can put it together with yesterday's video, which was all GoPro, because this silly camera failed until I get a new one. That's going to be something I have to work with. And so I just finished it today, found the queen, no sign of swarming, huge numbers of bees, lots of laying, lots of brood, fantastic hive. I may need to be putting a honey super on this in a week or so, so I need to be ready for that. So that's it. 2 splits are done. 1 hive is iffy, don't know if there's a queen in it. So I'll be back at these hives next week. And thanks for joining me at 40 Honeybee.